We are so excited to have a very special guest right here in the studio, the one and only legendary newsreader, Bruce Paige.
Don't pump the tyres up too hard.
Bruce, I was thinking about it before. I remember being starstruck the first time I met you. I was 14 and performing in the pantomime that we did for Warana in the Gardens.
Yes.
And your lovely wife and daughter were dancing in the production. And I looked out at the rehearsals and I looked out onto the grassy lawn. There was sitting Bruce Paige. And I thought, I've got to go up and get an autograph. And I did.
Yes. And I think our Marley was pregnant with our oldest boy, number 3 in the line.
So you actually remember that?
Oh, I do, yes.
Gosh, you're amazing.
Short term's not too
He
flash.
remembers his family dancing. He doesn't remember Laurel.
No, it was lovely.
And then many years later, you were reading Channel 9 News and I was doing the kids show and we'd run into each other in the makeup room and you taught me how to, with a live read, if you're not that great at reading, which I never have been, you said you just put a little line in there in the pauses and that's where you know to take a break.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still doing it down the coast.
Yeah.
With the, we get some good reporters through there. And the Gold Coast alumni, in the time that I've been there and before that, they're spread all over Australia. I mean, Chris O'Keefe is now going into 2GB Drive.
That's right, yes. Yeah. He's got the gig there.
Yeah.
Is it a bit of a training ground, the Gold Coast?
I think you'd have to say that.
Yeah.
Because we are virtually working in a metropolitan market and you need to be up to standard, and we certainly are down there.
Bruce, did you start on air in TV?
No. 4MB, 11... Can I say it? 11.6 naughty on your porty.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's saucy.
Naughty on your foot.
Until he got
Just
caught.
after crystal sets. No, 4MB, I did a couple of years there. Mate came over and said, Leith Manifold's going to Channel 7. Do you want to put your hand up for the job? I said, yeah. Went to the local telly station, ended up at the ABC in 71, I think it was, January.
Because I remember you from the ABC. That's when I first remember you, yeah.
But you've been with Nine for a long, long time.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Many, many years.
A couple of sessions. Halfway through 84, Ren Winters, who's still retired down on the Gold Coast, invited me up and we went pretty well there.
Pretty well. You had amazing string of #1 ratings for years with various partners, so it was always you.
Don't undersell it.
I don't think you can say that. I'll tell you what, I really enjoy Eva. She's a bit of a scallywag, you know.
Oh, really?
Oh, hang on a minute.
Some of the chat, a bit like in here, some of the chat between breaks.
All right, I'm going to ask...
But that's just Laurel. She's a bit of a wharfie.
Yes, okay.
I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to reveal it or not, but what do you wear under the desk?
Well, I'm not going to say. People suspect that it might be shorts a lot of the time. But if they come along to the Miami Marquetta tomorrow week, we're doing a live OB. They can find out for themselves.
Oh.
Hey?
Now, see, I remember the old days like Don Seckham, where, from what I believe, he actually did wear shorts and stuff under the desk.
Yeah, probably. Secco was... pretty unique.
He was an interesting man.
So why the change? You've left the Gold Coast. You're coming back to Brisbane. We'll be seeing you on our news here in Brisbane. Did you want to get closer to where you're living? Because you've been commuting quite a bit.
Yeah, the commute is well, I'll get a couple of hours in my day back. And when management suggested that I could be better employed chasing up stories about seniors and so on, I was pretty comfortable with that because David, the boy I mentioned before, a couple of weeks ago was saying, hey, mate, you've still got 2 years' worth of COVID coat on.
Yeah.
And I want you around for his son's 21st.
Yeah.
And I know Liam's turning 7 next year. So I did the numbers and I thought, oops. Yeah, I've already booked in 3 times a week with a PT.
Great.
He calls me Dad.
Nice.
That's fantastic.
So it's special reporting for you from
And I might be a case in point. You know,
yeah.
Standing up there.
here and,
yeah.
Now, if you're going to be doing the seniors reporting, you might have to be performing also in the seniors concerts at City Hall. Are you up for that? A little soft
do
shoe
a dance
shuffle or something?
I might have to put the knee support on. But no, what I'm looking forward to, and please reach out to your audience and to your mums and grandparents. I'm looking for seniors who are still remarkable. I'm looking for seniors who need a bit of help. And we'll be doing the finances and all those sort of things. Ian Henschke is the face of National Seniors, as an old mate from ABC days. I discovered Hill of Grace one time at dinner, and we were playing tennis on Saturday mornings. I said, Ian, are you related to the henchkies who do Hill of Grace? He grinned. He said, Bruce, he said, I am, but not close enough to do you any bloody good.
Well, we can give you one of your early stories. We got a lovely email this morning and a video from a birthday call we did yesterday for 100-year-old Keithy. And we got a video of him cutting a rug last night at his celebration. So at 100 years of age, a wonderful senior. So you could probably start with Keithy.
Absolutely.
Bruce Paige, thank you so much for dropping by the studio.
My pleasure. Stay well.
Yep. When you get up, when you get going again, you won't come in here anymore. You'll go, TV.
And you'll be able to see Bruce Paige for the next 6 hours on Milton Road.